33 for the Jets. Ty Simpson still on the board. I'm just still not there yet with the Jets and Ty Simpson. So we had them go Reese and Tyson at 2 and 16. Probably need a higher floor pick in this spot. Let's look at safety. It's a little early for some of those guys, as much as I love Halsey. Let's go to best available for all. Okay, we'll scroll a little bit. God, I love Kristen Miller so much, but the Jets have so many defensive tackles now.
Oh damn, you're still thinking about the Jets at 33.
Yeah,
you got yourself in a labyrinth.
I did not make great progress here. You know what? I'm going to take CJ Allen.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
nice.
And I know they got Reese, who's going to be a full-time edge eventually. Demario Davis is 38 years old. Jamie Sherwood wasn't good last year. CJ Allen at 33. 34 for Arizona. I think this is where Ty Simpson should go, Trevor.
It feels like there's smoke here. Can we actually really quick, Tyler, can you just hit Arizona's bubble there under search players to see how many picks that they have? No, just to the left. Like you could click. You see where all is, Tyler? Yeah, right next to it. Yeah, you just click Arizona's. Wow. There we go.
Stick to the model. Looking good.
I know. Functionality. Can they get an offensive tackle at 65? Because they took Sonny Styles there. Or do they got to go Caleb Lomu, and are they just tanking for the next year?
That's actually not a bad idea, is taking Lomu.
I would take Lomu here. I wouldn't take a quarterback.
Then take
I would
Lomu.
not. Yeah. I think we should take Lomu here with him on the board. If there wasn't an offensive lineman, I think I would take Ty Simpson, but I'd rather take an offensive tackle.
Dude, then do it.
All right.
All right, Lomu at 34. Tennessee at 35, who took Jeremiah Love.
Indeed.
Oh, man. Let me look at their roster real quick. I was almost just going to jump into taking Cassius Howell, and then I stopped myself. This defensive line is looking pretty good. Oh, they could use one more edge rusher.
They could. I think Cassius Howell makes sense for them.
I'm actually going to go with Jacob Rodriguez. Here. Get it.
Whoa.
Salah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you
I
like
didn't expect that? Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Salah plays undersized linebackers with speed all the time.
Wow.
And gets the most out of them. See ball, get ball, make plays on the ball, takeaways. Jacob Rodriguez at 35 to Tennessee.
Okay. Raiders at 36. Let's see the overall board here with the Raiders. Oh, damn. Concepcion's still there.
Which isn't crazy.
Is that a no-brainer?
This is probably the point of the draft where you feel better about that.
Yeah, I think that's the obvious one. Yeah, let's get Casey off the board. We're taking Concepcion there.
You had the Giants take Spencer Fano, right?
I do.
Because I was excited here for Chase Basantis, but now I don't need to do that. Okay. So the Giants are in a weird spot because, well, they need a number 2 receiver. No, I'm going to take Kristen Miller. This run defense was putrid.
Especially if they're trading Dexter Lawrence, right?
Even
if they're not.
They were bad with him last year. So
right.
Yeah, Kristen Miller to the Giants at 37.
Yeah, I think that one makes sense. You took Caleb Banks.
Yeah, I swung big
Houston.
at 28 or wherever Houston was.
Houston step chart here. Are there any tackles left?
Yes.
Whoa, we got a $500 super chat.
Jeez.
We got another $500. Nate, a $500 super chat said, "You guys are awesome. Keep up the great work." $500. Man, that gets us over $7,000, by the way, right now for charity. 7.2. That's what we're at right now. The chef upped the goal to 10K because you guys just absolutely blew through the first goal that we had of $5,000. Holy smokes. That's
yeah,
incredible.
we've officially raised the goal to 10.
Yeah. Wow.
We'll figure out our plan, but
Houston.
unreal.
Okay, so there's no major offensive tackles that are still left there. Okay, can we see? Let me go to the. Yeah. Let's see. They don't need wide receiver. They don't need tight end. They wouldn't need corner. They signed Reed Blankenship in free agency. You took C.J. Allen, right? And him and Jacob Rodriguez are off the board. Okay,
They're both gone.
I thought about that there. Man, this team, there's not a lot of holes on this team, especially with no offensive tackles that are here. It kind of depends on, I guess, what you think of Wyatt Teller and how long he's going to be there. Man, even best player available stuff. I mean, I'm wondering if I just take Cassius Howell and like just keep having a pass rush rotation.
Yeah. It's not
People
nuts.
are saying Price. You're higher on Jadarian Price than I am. Like, would you consider him here? I would
have taken Price at this pick.
All right, let's take Jadarian Price. It's fine. Let's
Their
do
backfield just has no juice. No juice.
I mean, they got Woody Marks. Hold on. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, I don't like how you said that. All right, Jadarian Price. Okay, let's go Jadarian Price. That's fine. Get him.
Browns at 39. I'm going to go with AJ Halsey here.
For the Browns?
Yeah, for the Browns. Get them a turnover creator on the back end that just absolutely wrecks people going downhill.
You know I love AJ Halsey, so.
Yeah, got to get him off the board.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Switching screens here. Chiefs back up at 40. So we've given them Caleb Downs, Kenyon Sadiq, Peter Woods. I mean, is this a Peter Woods pick? I don't know if they take Cassius Howell.
I don't know either.
I don't think they would.
Lee Hunter.
I'd take Peter Woods well before I would take Lee Hunter.
Yeah, it's just totally different players.
Right. And they have Tonga. They signed Karis Tonga from New England. So don't necessarily need that.
That's a good point.
Somebody's saying that they need a CB. So we can go over to corner. I don't mind Avion Terrell. He's not built the way that they're typically built for a Steve Spagnuolo corner. And the issue here is I don't think Chris Johnson can play press man. Like I doubt the speed. I think he's an excellent off zone corner.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But if you're playing press man, which I feel like the Chiefs have done a lot with Spagnuolo, I'm just not in on it. So I think I'm between Terrell and Pons. I think are the next two corners that I like, but they're just not built the way that Kansas City likes their corners to be built. Screw it. D'Angelo Pons. Give me Pons.
Okay.
I have him higher than anybody, any of the other corners. So, yeah, let's take Pons there.
Bengals at 41. What did they do in the first round?
It's a great question.
I don't remember at all. Oh, Bain.
Yeah, Ruben Bain.
That's pretty big deal for their front. Because I was looking at their front. I was thinking of Lee Hunter. I am looking at best available right now.
Hell, I'm looking at best available
available right now. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I know the best available. Hell, I'm looking at it right now.
Let's look at linebacker.
Okay.
I'm going to take Jake Golday here.
Ooh.
Golday, 6'4", 240, plays all the way out to the slot and true inside linebacker, big strides. He could do everything for you, and he's pro ready, which is tough at this position. Jake.
I like Jake Golday. He's interesting with where he plays, like as the sort of like that overhang nickel defender.
Yeah.
You know, can he play more like traditional linebacker roles? Oh, you would hope. And then of course, as we like to say on the show, low moving costs.
That's right. I think he looks good at his snaps in the middle, though. He doesn't like. He doesn't.
I do too. I
think he had to play the overhang for them out of necessity, which is tough.
Oh, by the way, Jack, who runs Stick to the Model, by the way, shout out to Jack. He's in the chat and he says that there is a depth chart that's on the command center. Oh,
my goodness! Wow.
And
it plugs in the player. Jack, you are a genius, my friend.
Dude,
love it.
Rules.
Stick to the model rules the world now.
It's pretty great. Soapy said no moving costs. Actually, it's very true.
Where you are.
Yeah, he's just staying in the apartment.
Might have a new roommate, but
no moving costs.
That's great. I love that, Soapy.
The New Orleans Saints here. I had them take Carnell Tate. Let's see. I think I'm going to take Cassius Al. I think.
Get more of a disruptor in their front.
Yeah. Well, I can hear an echo, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's.
I hear that
I don't know if that's
from you.
I don't know if this is it me. Is it on me? Maybe it is. I'm not sure. I would take Cassius Al here. I want the pass rush. I'd take the pass rush.
Okay.
Yep.
Dolphins.
Well, hold on. This is perfect. Hold on. The timing could not have been better.
Oh my goodness!
For our next guest.
Is that right?
The timing could not have been better for our next guest here. We are welcoming now into the program.
There he is.
The one and only.
Yeah, zoom out.
My TDN brethren, alumni, Kyle Krabs, hosts Locked On Dolphins, hosts Locked On Scouting, half of the draft dudes with him and Joe Marino. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us, my friend. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the episode. And if you've enjoyed anything that we've done here on the NFL Stock Exchange, we would love for you guys to be a part of the NFL SC Draft Addicts. And the way you do that is by subscribing to the show. It's a free and easy way to help support the show. And we've got a big campaign going on right now. We're trying to reach 75K subs by the time the draft rolls around. So if you enjoy the mock drafts, the player rankings, the team-specific mocks, the team-specific boards, all that great stuff and so much more, we would love for you to be subscribed. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Let's get back to the episode. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us, my friend.
Thank you. I have a bone to pick with both of you.
Oh, boy.
First of all, Trevor, why do you hate Mansour Wayne?
I don't. He's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer legend. Just a Buccaneer legend.
Backpedaling.
Yeah, no, he's a phenomenal football player. He's going to be great in Tampa. He's going to be great for the Todd Bowles defense. He's going to be great.
Unless you have the Wriggler costume hanging up in your closet right now, buddy, I'm not buying it. Not buying it.
He does have it. He only wears it on special occasions. No.
You guys see the scene from? You guys remember the scene from Forgetting Sarah Marshall where Peter follows them to Hawaii and he's on the phone with his brother-in-law and he stumbles across Sarah Marshall and Aldous Snow.
Yes.
And he's like, "Hello."
Yes. Yeah.
I'm in the Kapua suite.
I'm in the
and
Kapua
the
suite.
brother on the phone in the background and he's screaming,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?" That was me when you made the pick at 30.
What
Why did you pick a 30?
What did I do at 30?
Colton Hood.
Oh boy, we have a Colton Hood hater in the house.
No. I don't
Well,
hate Colton Hood.
Whenever you could have Storm Duck lead your secondary, you have to do it.
Listen, I won't stand for Juju Brent's erasure and his 3 games a season. I think it worked out, though, because the player that I was freaking out about, I think is still on the board.
Okay, that's even better.
I don't want to come in and just be like, "Hey, I'm commandeering your mock."
No, that's the point.
That's literally the entire point.
Please take the steering wheel.
Yes.
Check wide receiver for me. Oh, Casey Concepcion's gone, huh?
Yeah.
He just went.
Okay, so now the take stands about the
I
Sarah
blew
Marshall
it.
scene. And
I blew it.
that's okay.
No, I want to restart.
Yeah, can we? just go back to 1.
Restarting the stream here with Kyle Krabs.
By the way, how do we keep tabs on donations that come in while I'm on? Because I'm matching super chats that you guys get.
What a
for charity
lad.
as well.
Okay, you're the man. First and foremost, you're the man. So we are at $7,300 in donations right now.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that we were sort of around like 7,350 right there. Wow, we got a $100 super chat here. Adopt, don't shop, keep pounding, very, very separately. Appreciate the $100 super chat that we had there. Oh, wow. Okay, so that one probably came in right now. So maybe we really did start right around $7,300. Now we're at 74, so it's $100 so far.
Kyle, how much if Trevor puts on his regular costume on the stream for the next 10 picks?
I see. Now you're cashing checks that I can't. You're writing checks that I can't
know
cash.
it's in there.
I don't have a costume. I don't even know what I would go into my closet and wear.
I'm envisioning like the Hamburglar.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Steals one pick at a time, huh? All right, so Miami, you guys had go with Colton Hood, and then 11, you guys gave them
Maui Noah.
Francis Maui.
Noah, yeah.
Okay. So
How
edge
do you feel about
rushers,
the Maui Noah pick, by the way?
I like it a lot. I think that's
God.
kind of different brand of offensive lineman, but can still kind of deliver the dynamic play that they're looking for on the edges, with Slowick running a probably some kind of a similar scheme. Keldrick Falk stands out to me here. When I look at their edge rush room, and it's Chop Robinson, and it's Josh Uche, and Robert Beal, and David Ajabo. They've got a lot of guys that I think can probably give you some first step twitch, but that base end, when they want to be a multiple front and be a front side defensive end, and then potentially be able to rush out when you go 4 wide. I'll go Keldrick Falk here for the Dolphins.
Okay. Getting Keldrick Falk there at 43. Connor, you're up with the Jets. Perfect.
So I know everybody's probably thinking it has to be Ty Simpson here. I'm almost ready to just punt quarterback till next year in this scenario. I mean, just let Geno play out the year.
Sure.
Wait till that class where you have 3 first-rounders and take Chase Basantis here. They got Parham on a very small deal to hold down the fort at guard after they let AVT go, but you're going to need to address that spot eventually for the long term, and Basantis is good value. You see 43 on the consensus, pick 44. I'm kind of curious where he'll land on my big board, but it'll be definitely in this range or a little bit higher, so the Jets go Basantis at 44.
Okay. All right.
Ty Simpson just nose diving right now.
Well, that's the thing, is that I like Ty Simpson, but the teams that would pick him at the point at which they're going to pick him, would you rather just go, all right, we're waiting until 2027? Because you and I have talked about that a ton with the Jets specifically, Connor, where if you pick Ty Simpson, sure, it could be an innocent, let's see what the kid's got.
Right.
But what if he does okay in the last 5 games of the season and you feel kind of good about him? Does that screw up how much you would want to take one in 2027 if you still have a top pick? It really clouds the timeline. So I think Simpson's more of an unfortunate situation this offseason. Kyle, I would love for you to pick for the Baltimore Ravens, to be honest with you, at 45, because then the Bucks are right after that.
For the Bucks, Trev.
And I can't, I can't say, I can't have people calling it rigged again. I can't do that. My self-esteem can't handle it.
Despite the calls in the chat for Pavia, it won't be here.
Yeah, Pavia's not going to be here in all reality, so we're just not going to take him here. Tyler, can you click Baltimore so Kyle can see who he took at 14?
Was Ioane?
Yes, it was. It was indeed.
So I'm kind of intrigued by Peter Woods because of that whole Nnamdi Madubuike neck thing that seems promising that he's going to bounce back from, but the vibes were real bad there for a while. So that's under consideration to me. I also think about corner. There's a lot of corners that I like on the board here. And I think Nate Wiggins will be fine, but kind of a guy with some inside-outside capability, like a Brandon Cisse, is under consideration. I really like Chris Johnson, though.
Ooh, okay.
As a fit for them. I'm surprised that he's here. No shade. Just an observation.
Yeah.
Because he's become such a hot name in the last week and a half, it feels like. So I think Chris Johnson is a guy that can play physical, can play at the line of scrimmage. Certainly seems like he's wired the right way. Minter's coming in. They certainly made a lot of headway in LA with a lot of physical corners that they took there. They did pretty well not drafting him early, but I think Chris Johnson's a good value here.
I also like the value for Chris Johnson here. I think we talked about this a little bit earlier on the show. Johnson's he's more scheme dependent than I think people are willing to admit with him. Like, I love him in off coverage. I mean, he's got phenomenal instincts, great eyes, just really good anticipation for where the ball was going. He's a fantastic run defender, so there's a ton of things he does really well. But if you're asking him to play a ton of press man coverage, I get a little bit nervous because we saw that at the Senior Bowl when he was in one-on-one coverage, especially when it was press coverage. He had a difficult time, turning to run and keep up with some of these wide receivers. So I like Chris Johnson a lot as a player, and I think the value fits here at 45. I just think it's a little bit of you gotta put him in the right situation. So I'm up with, by the way, I'm gonna read some of these super chats because Kyle, you might be in trouble, and we're gonna help you with this because
chip in.
Because our listeners are truly wonderful human beings, and we had one $100 from Still Lost in Between said, another match, get ready to donate plasma, buddy. Much love to the Locked On Network and Tony Wiggins for taking Stowers to the Jags if he falls here. We had Yuri Maz said, listening since day one, first time chatter, so first time somebody getting involved in the chat here. Keep up the good work, little bros. Big love from the Netherlands. That's a $100 super chat. We had Bryce. Where was Bryce? Bryce gave a $300 donation, said, you're matching donations? Get your card out, buddy. I love you guys. Appreciate all that you do for us addicts. Get my Chargers a guard at 55, please. We're getting close. Oh, did anybody else drop quid?
I don't know since the last one if we had more quid.
We did. We had some quid.
That away, I said, that's going to go in the lexicon for just like random references.
Yeah, there you go. So the Bucs obviously took Mansour Delane. It was a great pick. He was a great pick in the first round. He was available, and I think Todd Bowles needs some more corners. So I think it just makes a ton of sense for them here. Now I'm looking at edge rusher. Who do we got at edge rusher? I think I'm gonna go with our Mason Thomas, who, after being drafted by Tampa, he's changing the first letter in his first name to O-U-R for our Mason Thomas as a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'm going to have him because they need pass rush so bad. 47's the Indianapolis Colts. Do we think about Ty Simpson here?
Yeah, but no. I'd rather...
Those are the two options, yeah.
Like, think about it, yes, but take him, no.
Okay.
Yeah, out of fear for my life that the Colts fans in the chat might storm the gates. I'd like to get...
Somebody just screaming no.
No! Oh, man, I'd love to get some competition at right tackle. I would also be open to getting a upgrade on the... They have a weird collection of pass rushers after Latu. Arden Key is there. JT Tuimoloau is there. Michael Clemens is there. I thought Clemens was a bad signing. After he got decent money, which I don't think he'll be an effective player at that money for them. Me operating like this is what we do, I would take Gabe Akis here. He's better than all their edge rushers besides Latu. Just a better player.
Thoughts on Gabe Akis, Kyle?
I like the pick a lot. I love the way he plays. Obviously, that like frenetic, hair on fire style he plays with. Pretty condensed player, which kind of matches a lot of the Ballard ends have been like dense guys.
Yeah.
He's not super heavy, but he's not the tallest and longest either. So he's kind of got like that rocked up build. So I think that fits pretty well.
I'm a big fan. The Atlanta Falcons. Oh, first pick for the Falcons.
It's back to Kyle, right?
Oh, back to Kyle indeed.
Okay.
We can see the depth chart. You can see whatever players you want here.
Yeah, can we check the Falcons depth chart?
Yeah, let's see what we got here. We got Ruka Roro playing nose, which is an absolute travesty to humanity.
Thank you for zooming in. It's funny, as I had to go get my license redone today, and they have that thing where like you put your face up and you got to read the top line. And I didn't bring my glasses, And the woman was like, all right, put your head down. And I must have sat there for 15 seconds waiting for my eyes to focus. And she's like, go ahead. I'm like, I can't read anything. So the Zoom here is very helpful because I'm already a little self-conscious about the vision.
So
right
they canceled your license, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
You drove here?
dead ass.
yeah.
I was like 10 seconds in. I'm like, I might as well just pop up now and just walk out.
The security guy at the front just starts walking over to you gingerly, starts taking out the handcuffs. Sir, you're a danger to society.
I have seen, believe it or not, what I've needed to see on this depth chart already.
Okay.
Brandon Cisse.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Brandon Cisse. He's a young player. He's one of those guys that's going to be under 21 on draft night. I think he's got a lot of room to build off of what he's done. And the 1 year full-time starting from like a snaps perspective this past year. I love the way the aggressiveness that he plays with. I think he can play in any scheme. I think he's a good enough athlete to play turn and run and carry, but he's quick-footed enough to play from depth. So he's a guy that if you put him behind this kind of all of the multiple years of stacking up pass rush investments in Atlanta, and obviously the James Pierce situation is super unfortunate, but they've got a lot of other bodies to still work with regardless of how that solves itself. I think Cisse could be a really nice hit for them on the back end.
I do love Brandon Cisse. He's somebody that I'm a big fan of in this class. A willing run defender. I think he could put on more weight, put on more strength. He's got a lot of really great twitchiness to him. So I am a big fan of the player. Who do we have Minnesota take?
Caden
in
McDonald.
Oh,
The McPounder.
The McPounder. Can I see safeties? Who's left at safety? Oh, Trayton Stukes.
The army of short king quarterbacks. Him and Kyler.
That's not, I'm not doing that.
I love it.
I'm absolutely not doing that.
You'd fear for your life after doing it, but the adrenaline rush when you hit select.
Man,
Matched. Trevor, just think about it.
I'm not doing it. Stop asking.
Stop asking.
Quit asking. I'm not doing it. You know, it's funny. My player comp for Avion Terrell is Byron Murphy. And he's already on this team. So I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can go full redundancy there. Peter Woods being here is interesting, but I don't think I'm going to double up on DT. Although they're so different of players.
Right.
I almost feel like you could. Yeah, because like
some of those odd fronts that they like to play.
And Caden plays that nose tackle spot, and it just frees everybody up. You got Redmond on one of the defensive end spots. You got Peter Woods on the other. Man, I kind of like this.
He's doing it.
Yeah, let's take Peter Woods. Let's do Peter Woods here. Let's get
All
him
right,
off the board.
Detroit, did they go Proctor in the first round?
No, I think I gave them Max Ionicher instead.
Okay, so they got an offensive line.
Because he's a better player.
So let's look at the edge class here. Get somebody across from Hutchinson. Man, these guys went quick, huh?
They always do.
They always do.
They always do.
All right, maybe we might have to wait on pass rusher because this would be a massive reach to me for any of those guys.
Who's the guy that you like the most that's left, Kyle, of those edge rushers? I'm just very curious. You know, when we have guests throughout this, I'm just going to be picking their brain.
Can we pull back up real quick? And I know Connor's trying to make a pick.
No, you're good.
Yeah, we got
I'm stuck here all day.
Yeah. Grandma stays in the cage until you make the 257th pick.
Granny stays in Safeway, the freezer aisle, until the pick's done.
What's the Safeway bit?
Yeah, apparently it's a terrible grocery store.
Yeah,
I've never been to one.
Somebody said something about Safeway one time, and then it was because I cape for Publix a lot because Publix is right. So yeah, you're right. So I can't even remember who asked it. Maybe it was Connor. Maybe you were saying like, hey, do people cape for other grocery stores the way that you cape
Yeah,
for
I was
Publix, and I was
curious.
like, I don't know. And then somebody said Safeway, and I was like, yeah, do people cape for Safeway? And the chat just, I mean, the flooded avalanche of Safeway sucks that we got in the chat. Connor and I were just floored that there was this much negative energy around a grocery store. So that's the bit.
I don't disagree, but like I had somebody on my Substack last week ask me what my stance was on Safeway. So I was like, is this a typo? Is
Tread
this supposed to be
lightly.
a prospect's name? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not touching it until I know what it is. And then
Smart.
like the chat's been ripping Safeway nonstop. So I'm like, all right, I got an addict in my Substack.
Yes, this is yes.
That's
yes.
amazing.
Shout out to the addict in
Shout
Kyle's
out,
Substack.
shout
Which, by
out.
the way, the addict should check out Kyle's Substack. By the way,
Yes.
Kyle, did you take your 300 big board and tailor it just to the Dolphins? Did
Yeah.
I see you did that?
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's awesome.
Curse trends for like RAS scores for certain positions now that John Eric Sullivan's the GM. Trying to
nice.
apply the traits with the wide zone scheme to make like traits that are more relevant to that scheme more valuable than other traits for other schemes.
Damn,
It
dude.
was a lot of fun.
They're going to try to silence you. You're on their ass.
By the way, Connor, I think. Actually, yeah, real quick, Kyle, we didn't get the who you liked probably most from the edge rushers that are left, but I have a.
That's Kyle, that is who I was going to take if I reached for one.
Okay. The chat is saying that Terrell is very much a Lions player, and I actually do very much agree with that.
I know. Yeah, I'm okay with
Because-
him here. I did not like him when he was going in the top 30 or 40 of every mock draft.
I wish I did, but I just kind of think he's a little slow.
Yeah, I
He's a hell
agree.
of a football player.
I agree with that stance, though. He fits them and would fit a need as well. And we could go edge. I want to make sure when their next pick is before I don't reach for an edge. Let's see. 1 second.
Ooh.
Oh, they don't have a third rounder. I'm going to take Barham. I know people are thinking it's going to be a reach, but I think Barham could be so much better as a full-time edge at the next level.
Wow.
Obviously, he played off the ball and on the edge in college. More edge this year. But you watch his tape, and the guy is insanely disruptive. He's a good athlete. He plays violent. I don't know. The Lions also have that habit of taking a guy, and everyone's like, taking him here? And then 3 years... Yeah. And then 3 years later, it's like, oh, it made sense.
Man, this is... So we're going to get John Ledyard on the show in a little bit later, and he is going to be to the moon that you picked Jay Sean Barnum in the top 50. He's going to be pumped about it. And clearly Kyle is as well, as somebody who would have had Jay Sean Barnum next.
He ended up in my top 10 edge players in this class. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Kyle, I'm going to pick at 51, and then we will... Well, I guess we're doing all right on time. So I'm going to pick at 51 for the Panthers, and then I do definitely want to have you pick for the Packers here at 52 because you've done a lot of sort of cross-referencing of John Eric Sullivan, who's now the general manager for the Miami Dolphins, sort of maybe what the Packers might be thinking there. Who did we take at 19 for Carolina? Who was it? Oh, it's Jermon McCoy. Okay, who's left?
Miami has 4 third rounders too. And I'm not going to ask Kyle to stay on that one, but I'm going to want his thoughts before he leaves.
They're third round maxing.
See what happens.
They're third round maxing.
They are third
That's what
round
they're doing.
maxing. 75, 87, 90, and 94.
Can I see wide receiver?
Yeah, that's real busy. Oh, see you, Trevor.
Wait, what happened to my... Whoa.
See you, no signal,
mogged.
Elgato.
Whoa.
He got frame mogged
Yep.
I did get
by the
frame
AFC
mogged
East
here.
boys.
Yep. See you later,
What just
Buccaneer.
happened?
Oh, man.
I've done streams that are longer than this.
It is kind of crazy. This is nothing right now. It's rookie numbers.
All right, there we go. Now we gotta focus her back up. Actually, all right, you're gonna see how the sausage is made.
It's too much.
Are you happy? Are you happy, folks? Now we're here. Oh, hold on. I gotta focus this in. I gotta focus the camera in.
Having like the manually adjustable focus lens.
Yeah, I don't love it.
I think it was Safeway.
This bro
It
got the
probably
Safeway
actually
set up.
Safeway might have made the call. Jeremy Bernard? Chris Bell. Actually, Chris Bell. Yeah, we're going to take Chris Bell.
Wow, he pivoted.
Yeah, let's go Chris Bell here.
Works, friends.
Bullying does work. I actually really like him and like everything that he could be for Carolina's offense potentially. That is a little bit of a worry with him coming off of the injury and still needing to develop as a wide receiver. So you get a little bit of Xavier Legette, but I think he's more talented than Xavier Legette. So I'll go Chris Bell here.
All right, so
Packers
I'm
52.
On the Packers. Can I see corner?
You can indeed.
All right, so Avion Terrell here makes a lot of sense, I think.
Even with the lack of length.
Even with the lack of length, I'm not full committed to it yet. They were just a really interesting team, and I don't know how much of it was kind of just Jeff Hafley coming in and really coveting the safeties. But like Hafley came in and they signed McKinney, and then they drafted 3 safeties in that first class in 24. And then they rolled into 25 after they moved on from Jair Alexander, and they're like, yeah, I'm kind of just going to roll with Carrington Valentine and Keyshawn Nixon. And Nate Hobbs obviously fought injuries this past year, so that was a bummer. But I think corner makes a lot of sense. I wish they'd have done something in free agency to help deter me from also considering Grayson Halton here, who I would love as an add to that front for them.
Igmanosin, I've heard, like Packers people talk about him as well, potentially. It's high for me for Igmanosin, but he's kind of their type.
If they could just have him play with the boxing gloves,
sure,
so
then it's great.
hold.
Yeah, it would help.
That would be great.
But imagine if they did, right? Like, that'd be a lot of fun. I'll go Avion Terrell as like a need and a player who I don't think his stock is quite as bad as what it's felt like it's been since he ran slow at the pro day with the injury. So
yeah,
I'll go Avion Terrell here to kind of stack up somebody in the cornerback room because
I do think
a lot of depth there.
I do think that Avion Terrell goes higher than this, but I do think this would be a great pick for the Packers if he makes it to 52. 53, Connor, is this you or me?
It is me.
Okay.
Steelers.
I had them taking offensive tackle, I believe.
I thought
Blake
so too.
Miller.
Blake Miller. So I'm going to look at wide receiver here.
Yeah.
Let's see how the board shook out.
They could go Ty Simpson at 53.
They could. I mean, they really could.
It's not the kind of investment that I think would deter you a year from now if it doesn't go well and Aaron retires and doesn't come back or whatever. So
right.
I think you're kind of at that point where like all those fringe teams, I think he could make a lot of sense for.
Right. I'm with you.
Yeah, I know. I really like Jeremy Bernard and Skylar Bell here, but I think I'm going to take Ty Simpson.
I think that's the better pick, to be honest with you, taking Ty Simpson.
All right, let's go with Simpson because like Kyle kind of hinted, you're in the range now where the expectations just are not the same.
The Philadelphia Eagles at 54. Who do we have them take? Who'd take it? Oh, Kyle Emmett, great pick. Wow, great pick.
Kyle is such a trustworthy guest. I'm going to use this time to let my dog out real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Absolutely.
Because he's...
Answer to the age-old question, who let the dogs out?
There you go.
Geez,
it is
Connor.
me on the stream.
There it is. There it is, folks. Let's see. Philly with Mekhi Lemon in hand.
It's a shame Ty just went. You could have done the all-time chaos thing and like fed into the Philly QB factory.
It is true. I mean, that's how they got Jalen Hurts. You know? That's how they got Jalen Hurts. They don't need a corner anymore because they signed Reek Woolen. Got decent depth there. They don't need linebacker. Edge rusher, they signed Joey Tryon Shoyinka. They brought in Arnold Ebiketie. They have Nolan Smith. They have Jalix Hunt. You got decent defensive line.
Weapon for life after Jalen Carter.
Maybe if that's a direction that they need to go. They've got Byron Young. They've got Ty Robinson. I almost said Ty Simpson again.
Oh, I like Stowers for them too. How do you feel about Stowers?
Ooh.
Maybe a little bit overkill to go like wide receiver, tight end, but
I think he's a good fit though.
yeah.
Because you got Dallas Goedert on a 1 year. You have Calcaterra on a 1 year. And then, I mean, you could get somebody to play in line for you.
That's like we'll covet the receiving type, and then we'll pay standard turnkey blocking inline specialist vet minimum for a year to be the hand in the dirt guy.
Can I see safeties? Is there anybody I consider at safety? Trading Stukes is very interesting, but they just don't need him and everything that he could bring to the table. Because Makuba can do a lot of the nickel stuff. DeJean can do a lot of the nickel stuff.
They like Stukes with the Fangio.
Yeah.
Because they've got Cooper to be the nickel outside guy.
Right. Is Basanta still on the board, or is he off the board? Interior offensive line? Okay, he is off the board. Oh, but Keelan Rutledge is still there.
No.
I think so too. Man, Rutledge or Stowers? That's what it's between. I think there's too many tight ends you can get later. No, I just give me Rutledge. I'll go with Rutledge here. Yep.
Chargers. Yep. Who Chargers get first time through?
Ooh, who did they get? Oh, Zion Young. Damn, they would have loved Rutledge. Damn, I sniped that from you.
Mike doesn't care about guards.
Yeah, that's
they
on
say
me.
Guards don't matter.
That's on me. Hey, they can still pick your boy Jalen Farmer though.
They could.
Where do you have him?
Late 2, early 3.
Okay, all right. So
he's in the same bucket as like Jennings Dunker and Brian Parker, Billy Schrouth. I actually kind of like Farmer a lot now that you said it.
Farmer's interesting.
Let me handy dandy our lads here. I know we've got the depth chart up there, but I had the tab open.
He likes to be in control.
I just don't want to have to ask him to zoom in again.
Instead, you'd rather...
Right, I sit here and squint at it. Is Grayson Halton still on the board?
Grayson Halton is still on the board. Yeah, we did not take him. Oh, you're that high on Grayson Halton? You have him as a top 60 player?
I got him he's a
Wait, how many picks do we have here for the Chargers? Bryce is almost demanding Jennings Dunker here for the Los Angeles Chargers.
I see Dunker now.
Can I see how many picks that we have for the Chargers? Like, because don't they not pick again until... No, they pick at 86. You got a chance to pick Dunker at 86, man. We don't have to pick Dunker at 55. I think there's a world you get a guard at 86 and you're happy with it. And Kyle, you're the guest. You're the esteemed guest.
Give me
the chat's begging for Dunker.
All right. What kind of a sicko deprives the sickos?
That's yeah.
Jennings Dunker.
Yeah. As we saw from Scott, I don't know. Jennings Dunker's the pick. There we go. Non-stop W's in the chat for that.
I do like the fact that Dunker from Iowa, the outside zone factory that they are for offensive linemen, and Mike McDaniel being there, makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. So I could see the fit. Jennings Dunker, locked in.
I didn't get to read it yet, but there's a feature on ESPN about him loving Culver's. Like, I think they did the interview, the sit-down interview from Culver's because he just loves Culver's so much. So he's just a man of the people. He's just 100% just a man of the people.
Imagine how low his stock would be if he was a Safeway guy.
Oh, yeah, if that comes out, that's a Laramie Tunsil gas mask type of a thing. I mean, you're dropping like a rock.
The tweet at 6:30 on Thursday night, and it's Photoshop Jennings Dunker at Safeway.
At Safeway.
Maybe they could tweet it to Scott Barrett.
Right. I was going to say, you can't mess with the addicts, as we learned. a little bit earlier. Kyle, we'll get you out of here, man. We appreciate all the time that you gave us. This was a ton of fun and getting to go through a lot of picks with you. Obviously, it was perfect that you joined right when the Dolphins came up. Please, everybody, go follow all of Kyle's great work. Go follow him on all of his social medias. Go sub to the Substack. Go listen to Draft Dudes and Locked On Scouting that him and Joe Marino do. I mean, those are two dudes who I have respected their work for so long, and there's a reason why I was so excited to work with those guys and become coworkers and collaborate with them when we were at the Draft Network together, because they know their stuff, man. They know their stuff for all of the teams that they cover so closely. Dolphins for Kyle, and then the Bills for Joe, but they cover the league as well and have a great feel on what these prospects are going to be able to do in the league. So, Kyle, we appreciate it, my man. We will help you out with matching the donations when you are on stream, because
okay, so what's the 1,800?
I'm pretty sure that the tally is $1,800. So please, we are going to help you with that. We'll get a payment plan together. But thank you, brother. We appreciate you joining.
Of course, good seeing you.
All right, man. You guys are wonderful. $9,000 so far raised for charity, and we're only 2 hours into this thing. We're about 56 picks in, and we got 200 more picks to go. By the way, the subscriber count also, we're over 65,000. We've got 65,200 subscribers to the channel. I think that's like 400 that we have gained just on this stream. If you are watching this stream, if you are new to the show, subscribe. We're having a lot of fun over here. We're on the campaign to 75,000 subs before the draft is over next week. So that's the bold campaign that we've had here. So if you enjoyed this stream or anything that we have done, be a part of the Addicts. It's a lot of fun, man. We appreciate you guys. And of course, on this stream, every sub that we get is another dollar that is donated to charity as well. For those of you who maybe didn't catch the very beginning of the show, the 4 charities that we have here: Paws Cross Animal Rescue up in New York, Yellow Brick Road Dog Rescue here in Charlotte, Tunnel to Towers, a foundation for first responders up in New York, and then the Children's Institute, which helps parents and kids that have special needs, basically in all sorts of different ways. And we chose that one because they are located in Pittsburgh, and we wanted to pick a local one for where the draft is this year in Pittsburgh. Did Connor let the dog out? Yes, he did. Okay, so the chef is going to scroll here. I'm gonna send the link to our next guest that we have. I can't multitask when I'm typing. There you go. You guys just saw it live on the screen. I can't do it. If I'm typing something out, talking and typing at the same time, extremely difficult for me to do. So it was a vulnerable moment. It was a vulnerable moment for me right there that we were doing on this stream. But you know what? That's what the stream's all about. Is the dog okay? Yes, I think Gracie's okay. She's got a lot of energy during the day, and you got to get the energy out. I kind of want to wait for our next guest that we have here before we get into this next pick, because it's the Jags pick, and it's the first pick here that they have in this draft. So I want to make sure that we are setting this up the correct way. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me scroll and let me see if I can read some chats here. So this is from Captain Valhalla. This is $200. Not sure what the currency is, but it's $200. Lovely mini muffins. So that's a new one, along with the shrimps and the small fries. And the Addicts helped me get through a part of my first marathon on Sunday with a Super Chats episode. My 6'1", 220 ass with bad knees isn't built for this. Well, hopefully the show, it really helps you out, really takes your mind off of it, and the time it takes to do something crazy like running a marathon. Brian from the Locked On family said, "Locked On gang, Kyle, hope you financially recover from this." Gave us a $50 super chat. We appreciate you, Brian. Brian's one of the best. I've been on his shows so many times in the past. He's great. Wisco said, "I'll put up $200 if you get my Packers: Ted Hurst, Chris McClellan, Anthony Lucas, Marlon Klein, Devon Marshall, J.C. Davis, and Damani Jackson." So hold on here. So we've got to get the exact draft class right for you to give $200. Seems extensive, but we do appreciate the $50 super chat from Wisco there. Let's see. All right, I think we got both of our guests here. So Connor's not here, but you know what? We can let it ride. Chef, whenever you're ready, let's bring in the two guests. The Blue Chip Committee is here, folks. Well, 3/4 of it, because Connor's still walking the dog here. But we have with us EJ Snyder, Brett Kollmann, the Bootleg boys here, and the force that combines to be the Blue Chip Committee. Fellas, thank you so much for joining the stream.
So this is the first Jags pick, correct?
Yes, it is, at 56.
Because they traded a future first for a corner.
Corner.
/ part-time receiver.
Yeah. Now full-time corner. Yeah.
Well, technically, he also will be playing like 15 snaps a game at receiver.
That's not what we said they should do. Yes, it is.
Still think he should have been a wide receiver safety, but we're not going to go down that road today.
No. This is they're actually doing exactly what I think they should do with Travis Hunter. Actually.
Pray it works out after paying that price. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Draft and pray. It's a great strategy. It's tried and true. Okay,
Well,
so
it's tried for sure.
It is tried. Yeah. So a lot of people are shouting out Eli Stowers here for the Jags. There's no. Actually, I saw a couple people. I don't want to say a lot of people, but I don't think they would take Stowers. I don't think they go Stowers here.
I mean, hold on. So they just
Brenton
got
Strange is a better
steal.
player than Stowers.
I think so too. Yeah, that's Brenton Strange
yeah,
erasure.
I won't
as a
tolerate
pure
it.
tight end, for sure.
Yeah, actually playing the position that's listed next to his name. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on, Connor, if we're going to get technical.
Interior defensive line, defensive tackle. Like, would they pick Lee Hunter? I don't know how you guys feel about Lee Hunter. 55 for Lee Hunter is fine in my opinion. I'm lower on him, but 55.
I would be 100% fine with that. I think he's a great player. Obviously, he didn't test very well. I know there's some concern off the field, but his tape in terms of how he impacted that defense was very, very good. And I think he can be a force multiplier because, again, you're not starting from zero on the Jacksonville defensive line. You have other pieces there. And if he can occupy a bunch of attention, which he will in the middle of that defensive front, their edge players are going to be even better, which is kind of a scary thought for opponents of Jacksonville.
Well, I think the key specifically with Campanelli's defense is like we have to be good on first down because all the fun stuff doesn't happen till third down. And the cascading effect of being a strong first down defense is like so key for anybody that's in like the Fangio world, the Fangio universe. So I think Hunter makes sense here. Also, like if Eric Armstead goes down, I'm not super excited about the rest of their interior rotation. So I would like to have something else I enjoy there.
All right. So Lee Hunter sounds like a 56.
Yeah.
All right, let's take
The
Lee Hunter at
fridge.
56. Look at the wonderful timing here with
Look
EJ
at
being
this.
here on the
I know,
show for
I'm
the
sad
Bears at
about
57.
I'm sad about Hunter.
Oh,
That
you
would've
sniped
been-
your shit. You played yourself.
That would have been
Yeah,
fun.
you played yourself.
All right,
Who
so
did
I
they get
saw
round one?
Manuel McNeil Warren.
Yes.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that and Hunter would have been a really
Oh, man,
nice
you would have
first two
been-
picks. I would have been like
Big physical football team.
Yeah.
house money at that point. So let's see, who do we have left on our board? Show me the edge rankings if you would.
I mean, they kind of
Yeah.
can't get worse.
Decimated.
Yeah, this is about. I had this discussion yesterday. I was on Bill Zimmerman's pod, and we were talking about how this might shake out. And I said, look, if you don't go edge with your first pick, and you don't end up doing some kind of trade back shenanigans to put you in the 40s or something like that, this is who you're going to be looking at. You're going to be looking at Derek Moore, who I like, and K'Aaron Crawford, and those are going to feel rich at 57. But the board is the board. They're not growing more edge rushers and dropping them in before next week. So this is
sick if they
what
could.
you're
They're going to pick
Yeah,
the right.
neat,
They're going
right?
to pick the rights to Colin Simmons.
Yeah.
Here at 57.
Everybody wants the rights to
Dibs.
the 2020. Yeah, dibs. You remember that old Volkswagen ad where he's standing next to the car during the sales event and he licks the handle as the couple?
Yeah, NFL
So EJ
Jets
sneaking
don't
into
do
Austin,
that.
Texas.
That is 2027 prospects. Yes.
Everybody's like, hey, I put a sticky note on it. You can't have him. He's mine.
I think that's what the Jets did, honestly. They just started
They're trying.
licking the entire first round.
All right. Show me the corner board because I don't love the value. I mean, I like
Show
Moore
me
as a player.
corners.
Show me corners. Ooh, Keontae Scott. They just had him in for a 32.
Nice.
And I think you play safety for them. I know everybody's
love that,
corner,
EJ.
but like he to me is that hash mark type player, and by hash mark I mean star with corner range. As long as he's got his eyes towards the quarterback, agent of chaos around the line of scrimmage, tons of TFLs, makes explosive plays for you, just like you said, Brett, early in the defensive series. That again, we know that absolutely grenades offensive success. They have a need. I like the value. I don't love it, but it's pretty good. Show me inside linebacker if you would.
He wants to see if J-Rod's there.
Oh,
He's
no.
not. He's not. He's not.
Yeah. No, I don't love the value there.
I had
So-
the Titans take him at 35.
Okay. Yeah.
I love that.
Solid.
Where did, by the way,
backer.
this is a side conversation from outside this exercise this morning. Where'd Stukes go?
Not yet.
Stuke's on the board.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you hear what Dane said about him on Harmon's pod?
No.
No.
He made it. So Dane has a mock draft that I think is dropping today or tomorrow, and he did a Cowboys trade where they traded back a little bit and ended up getting a second round pick, which they don't currently have at 39, and he spent it on Stukes.
Stukes is awesome.
Oh, I believe it.
Stukes is
Yeah.
great, but 39 is
Yeah, it's
yeah,
the earliest
that's
I've
up.
seen it.
It's on the higher
That's
end.
up
For
there.
sure. It is.
I
It
love
is.
Stukes. He's one of my defensive gems that dropped yesterday over on
Hey,
Bootleg.
shout out.
Hey, great player. But I had not heard Stukes and 30s together yet this cycle, so I was like, oh, okay.
It's the circle of the draft. It really is.
Of course.
It's like, hey, you know what? I kind of like this guy. You know, I'd take him top 100. You know what? I'd actually think about him right around 70. Actually, I think he's a top 60 player for me. You know what? The more I think about it,
Borderline first round.
35, beginning of the second round feels good. And then it's like 17th overall. And it's like, how did we get here?
That's my whole Emmanuel McNeil Warren take.
Is it really? You think
in
of him
September,
getting...
he was my favorite third rounder, and then 2 months later, he was going 16th overall, 15th overall, and I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute.
I've felt that about the Freeling hype, honestly.
Well,
just
yeah.
like because it's just where he's gone is like
Yeah. And did we have a massive tackle run? Speaking of, show me offensive tackle just in case.
Yeah,
Let's see.
probably.
The Bears are gonna have like 7 tackles on their
Yeah.
September roster.
Nah.
Hey, you can never have too much competition. You know?
All right, Brett, what are you thinking here? I'm thinking Keontae Scott's probably the best value.
Yeah, it's the one I feel good about.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want Romello Hyde as like a DPR.
I don't. So show me wide receiver just for value, and then I think we'll take Keontae Scott. Yeah. I would say Keontae Scott here is probably the best fit and value.
Yeah.
All right.
I picked for the Niners before. You want to pick for the Niners now, Connor?
Yeah. Who did you take for them in the first
It's a great
round?
question. One that I can't answer for you. Yeah, Caden Proctor.
Don't ask me.
Yeah.
Cannot be held responsible.
Yeah, it's a wonderful question, and I won't be able to answer for you until the chef clicks the button that shows me who I picked for them.
I'd love to have an answer for you. I'm going to take Jeremy Bernard in the spot. I think
okay.
he just fits exactly what Shanahan would love in terms of being smart enough to play in that scheme, finishing plays through contact, working the middle of the field. They've kind of put a patchwork on their receiver group besides Pearsall, who's hurt a lot. It's like, can we get by for a year with Mike Evans, who's still good when healthy, and Christian Kirk? But they are going to need to add another contributor to this room. And Bernard, I like the value at 58 in this scheme.
Can I see who we took for Houston so far? Because they've had a couple of picks.
Yeah, I want to see this too.
So there's Caleb
I
Banks
bet you do.
So I can yell at you.
and Jadarian Price.
So can I ask a question?
I made
was
both
Caleb
picks,
Banks
so get ready
taken
to kill me.
before Kristen Miller?
No.
No.
Okay.
I do have it McDonald,
he took the
Miller,
swing. He took the
Banks,
swing.
but my argument was, God, if Houston hits on Banks, the freakishness
Yeah,
to that
right,
defense is
right.
just, it's worth the gamble for them.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. I'm thinking about trading Stukes here genuinely just to have him on this team in this secondary, right? I mean, I
That
think
would be sick.
I think
You can
Caleb
never have enough nickel safeties.
I think Kalen Bullock
Apparently not.
is a high impact player, but sort of I still have the same worries that I thought about him coming out of USC, where it's like, yeah, okay, like he's hit on the big plays so far in his career. Like, is that just who he is? Like, is that his identity now? Because I can't get over a lot of the missed tackles and the poor angles and just wanting to play the ball when it's in the air and not a lot else. So they signed Reed Blankenship, obviously, but Traden Stukes is immediately their next best nickel player. He's a free safety versatile player. He's a strong safety versatile player for you. So like I think about him for depth, but is there a position here, Brett, that we didn't hit with Banks and Jadarian Price that you would say like, yes, they absolutely need to look into this?
So I'm immediately thinking interior offensive line, particularly center, and even then the investments that they made in Teller is like it's a 1 year rental.
Right.
So who do we got for interior offensive line? Who could be either
Centers,
Lou or-
centers,
Jones,
everybody. Everybody's
Slaughter.
here. Yeah.
But it'd be
Everybody's
Lou.
there, and then,
value-wise, it'd be Lou at this point. But there's, whichever one you like.
Do you think so? It was interesting because I felt like they tried to run a lot more zone at the beginning of the year, and then once Woody Marks got in the lineup, they were like, "Actually, we're gonna run power." And so
they've tried to make the
wonder
wide zone thing work.
Jadarian
Kaylee,
Price is more wide zone stuff,
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I have a soft spot for Logan Jones.
as does Connor.
Yeah. We are unified on that front.
And if they want to make the outside zone stuff work,
Right.
You're gonna make Bears fans cry. They want Logan Jones so bad.
Oh no, the Bears pick at 60.
It's happening
know.
again.
Oh, it's happening.
Pipped. No, it's all right. I don't think anybody in Bears fandom though thought that Logan Jones would be in the conversation at 60.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to
I
make him
also-
sad, but it's early sad. And we're going to see that so much during this draft because of all the valuations being so even and all over the board. Again, teams having people up and down. You know, this board has Hecht at, 107 or something, right? And I've seen Hecht at like 75. And now we're talking about Logan Jones at 60 or 59. Like, there's going to be this where players that you expected to be there a full round later are just going to go off the board because teams really like the match. Speaking of, Connor, about Jeremy Bernard, the last pick, do you know who I comped him to? Debo Light.
Oh wow.
See, I was just thinking,
a Debo comp with Jeremy.
different shaped Mo Sanu. was who I
Interesting.
thought. But like that kind of
I
Shanahan-y role, you know?
Yeah, the thing about Jeremy that made me think of Debo was the versatility. They used him as a running back. They used him on sweeps, on screens, out in the field. He doesn't have that same sort of iron Marshawn Lynch core that Debo has, which is unique. Like guys hit him and they just bounce off. He doesn't have that, but in terms of his deployment, his usage, his versatility, what he did for Alabama, again, not to the Debo level, but they definitely were shades of Debo there.
I'll go Logan Jones. Just
Okay.
'cause I know him. If I'm building a foundation where we throw under 27 times because we can, I'm good with it.
Okay. Logan Jones is the highest that I've seen Logan Jones go. So now the Bears at 60. What do we think of DJ?
Let's take a look at
Kind of the same options that you just had at 57, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Show me a wide receiver again, because I've forgotten that board already. I don't love. You guys took some of my favorite. Ooh, if
Ted
I'm
Hurst is
talking-
looking at me right now.
You know who's really looking at you though? Like, you know who Ben's gonna pound the freaking table for?
Huh.
Skylar Bell.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They
just traded away DJ. Let's just get
That's
another
gonna be-
guy that does the DJ stuff. Yeah.
Well,
That'd be
that
fun in this
and
offense.
can become, I really think, a high end number 2. I see so much Kansas State Tyler Lockett when I look at Skylar Bell. Like, it's hard for me to get that out of my mind. And again, I think he'll be able to grow as he comes into the league. He's already good at so many things, but like everybody's defense. The Bears need defense. Yes, absolutely true, 100%. But if Ben is not locked in the broom closet at 60 and Skylar Bell's on the board, I think he's going to be like, guys, hey, I was right with Luther. I was right with Colston. I see it with Skylar Bell. You're going to give him to me, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't love, offensive tackle would be great, but I don't love the choice. Tiernan's good, but not. I don't think that's awesome. We already
I
looked
will
at defensive
say-
tackle.
You're
think that
one
comes later.
injury away in Chicago. People don't realize this when receivers get mocked there. You're one injury away from 2 of their 3 starters in 11 being Khalif Raymond and Jade Walker.
And I
So-
know everybody's going to scream in the comments. They just brought Khalif Raymond. Ben loves him. He's the number 3. I don't disagree, but if you're looking at future proofing a very expensive position that is also injury prone, Skylar Bell could be here. The other one that's very interesting injury wise is corner, like straight up corner. So show me corner, because read that same depth chart. If one of the starting outside corners rolls their ankle, who are they?
It's
One
Zoff
play away
Frazier,
from?
Terrell Smith starting outside, because I'm not going to put Keontae outside. I'm not going to
Exactly.
I mean, you could get by with Kyler, I guess, going outside temporarily.
Exactly, but if Jalen Johnson gets hurt again, or you're just not, they're not wild about Tyreek Stevenson. Every time they have a chance to play him, I really hoped his match with DA was going to be great, but it wasn't. So show me corner one more time, and we'll see if there's somebody I like.
You've got some good options at corner. Like Abney's still there.
Yeah, Rivers Lee, Everett. Still feels a little. I mean, I don't think any of those guys on my board are above Skylar Bell in this offense.
All right.
So
All right.
interior offense, they're going to have to wait. They're going to get their center, but their center's on this board. It's a center-rich draft, so I think they can still get center. It's not
Right.
going that.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, unless you want one of the edges here, unless you are just hell-bent for leather on edge, and, then it would be Derek Moore for me. But if I'm looking at Skylar Bell or Derek Moore, who do I think is a better football player?
I don't know, man. I enjoy this Bears era where they can score 30-plus points, and I kind of want to keep that going. So,
All right, I'm gonna upset the apple cart here and take Skylar Bell.
All right. Skylar Bell to the Bears. Who did we tab for the Rams in the first round?
I think Omar Cooper.
Omar.
Oh, it was Omar. Okay. Oh, interesting. Connor, you got anybody that stands out to you now for them?
Rutledge. Did he make it here?
No,
He's their
I think
type.
I picked
Oh,
him.
that
I picked
was
him.
gone when I
I
left.
picked him in one of the 2 selections that I made while you were walking the dog for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That was one of the ones that you missed there.
Man, that must have been a real good breakdown.
Dude, it was I went full wax poetic, dude.
He went into heavy duty analysis mode on why Keelan Rutledge is the highest toe to violence ratio in this entire draft.
It is true.
Let's
It
see
is true.
linebacker. See if we can
Yeah.
get some speed in the middle.
Ooh.
Rams acknowledging that linebacker exists.
Right, crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You guys have already taken strays for this earlier in the process. You're used to. You have calluses. You're good.
I've been lower on Anthony Hill Jr., but this is really far. I mean, I have him right now as linebacker 7, but we're almost to the 3rd round here for a guy that you
I have him lower than this, but it's
Right.
I think a lot of people, some people have him top 40,
Yeah,
so
no, not I.
how do you feel about Stukes here though?
Oh, I forgot Stukes is there.
Like I like that better than Anthony Hill Jr. because this
Well,
team
I just
doesn't
like him so much better
linebacker
as a
at all.
player.
Right.
The only
right.
weird thing with Stukes is they paid both Lake and Curl.
Yeah.
So I guess Stukes could play free and compete with Kinchins.
he could play both.
Honestly,
Like,
he's so good. You can't argue against him here.
right.
Yeah,
you
I
put
would,
him
I would
into
go
a
with,
3 safety look. And
Yeah,
say, go hunt.
he gives you speed. I have no problem going Stukes here, even with how, and they've made such an effort to really solidify this secondary. Why not keep that going? Because that was a little bit of their downfall at times last year. So,
Let's see. Okay, so now Denver's up for the first time, right? Back into the have
'cause
not
the
picked
Waddle
for
trade.
the Denver Broncos. They've got wide receiver on deck. They're not going to take a running back.
Keep in mind they're free agents next year. Ben Powers, Evan Ingram, Brandon Jones, Stidham, Jaquan McMillan. I mean, Stukes being the McMillan successor would have been sick, but he's gone.
I
this
think it's kind of
Stowers
funny. I
range?
think it's kind of funny that they could pick Stowers, right?
Yeah.
They
It feels
could.
like a Stowers team.
He would know how to use them.
I know he would.
Same with Claire, by the way, who didn't have a great
three-
year, but we know how good he was the year before.
Yep. Yep.
Three of
he's
their
got,
tight
he's got
ends.
tools too. Like,
3 of their tight ends are free agents after this year.
After
like they're
this
losing
year?
the whole room. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah, I think it's as easy as Eli Stowers.
All right.
Yep. Eli Stowers there. Patriots at 63. Who do we have the Patriots take? Oh, TJ Parker. Okay. All right.
Oh, I love that.
All right. Any thoughts? Any early thoughts, fellas, on the Patriots here
I mean,
after TJ
their
Parker?
offensive line is going to get shuffled around, right? Because AVT is going to be guard. Wilson's moving to center. He's still got to win you at right guard. Morgan Moses, they're just kind of hooking him up with like the fucking God Emperor of mankind, just keeping him alive.
Right.
Season to season.
We hope he survives, machine.
It feels
I
like
still-
people driving a Honda for 260,000 miles from Morgan Moses, and you're like, still get me to point A to B. See what happens here. Just close your eyes and pray when you put the ignition key in the ignition. That's Morgan Moses. Credit to him, man.
I still think we need tackle though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could go at any moment.
Yeah, no, I think Tiernan's a value here. Like, this is where I
think so.
feel.
It's either
I like
Tiernan or
Tiernan
Bell.
Yeah, your
be-
choice there. I think I'd pick Tiernan, but I could certainly see if somebody said Bell was their favorite here. Again, I don't feel like that's super out of pocket for value. Like, I like Tiernan better as a player, but I think it's right in line. Like, this is not early or late for me. This is like, hey, you need a tackle. There's a very good one there. He's got great core strength. Yeah, I like his ability.
Doesn't have long arms, but he just was really solid as a pass protector.
I look at, okay, we had to rush Will Campbell back because we had nobody else, and it was to Will's detriment.
Yeah.
I would like to like have an option so we don't have to do that.
Yeah, because their other tackle options are James Hudson III,
And Marcus Bryant.
Marcus Bryant,
Yeah. Tiernan's a
Sebastian
solid upgrade.
Gutierrez, and Lorenz Metz. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see this, or do you guys like Anthony Hill Jr.? Because I think that could be a pick here as well for them at 63. Just like speed at linebacker.
I do like Hill for them, but I don't necessarily think they're as desperate
For linebacker.
for linebacker.
'Cause
Like
there's-
if
there's-
Ellis
there's
or
some-
Spillane goes down, I don't think they're as. And I think it's easier for them to acquire a linebacker mid-season if they really have to. Like, who's going to give you a starting caliber tackle mid-season if you don't have one?
Nobody.
That doesn't exist, yeah.
Yeah.
So
the other thing is there's linebacker depth in this draft, right? We haven't gotten to a lot of the good
Right,
interior
right.
linebackers, and you can
Right.
get them later, and especially for the Patriots who don't, like with Spillane, they don't ask him to do everything. There are plenty of linebackers down the board in this draft that can fill that role, either now or in the future.
So let's take Tiernan.
Yeah, I would say Tiernan.
Let's do
All
Tiernan.
right, let's take Tiernan. Let's get Tiernan off the board here. And then this is the last pick that we'll have you guys on for here at 64. We'll round out the first round or the second round here with you. Seattle. Who'd we have them take?
Yeah, I was going to say, who'd they take at 32?
Emmanuel
Oh,
Pregnon
yeah.
at 32.
Let's go.
Look at the mixed reactions. Amazing.
We need a Slim Jim.
I
Oh,
just want you guys to know that's getting clipped on
Yep.
the highlight promotional thing
Uh-oh.
for next year.
Did that
man.
chair?
I'm okay.
Did he
You're
pass
all
out?
right.
It's
Did he
My
pass
chair
out?
fell over. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, boy.
It literally
I got
looks
too
like
excited for
he's
Emmanuel
sna- he's-
Pregnon.
I
He
was
snapped
worried. I was worried
snapped
that,
into a
that
Slim
he
Jim.
Yeah.
that he like, oh yeah, like too much, and he passed out. Like I genuinely thought you
all
might
the
have
blood
passed
went
out.
to his head.
Yeah.
It's okay. We get hyped for fucking day one guards around here.
That's right.
Committee.
People in the chat saying "man down."
Man down. Well, they're not wrong.
I had
mean,
2 sips
it
of
is-
Florida Bastard, and I turned into a Florida man.
Yeah, there it is. I can tell. I can tell you.
That is the Florida man of whiskeys. for
Beautiful
sure.
life. All right, so we hit guard. What are we
Yeah.
thinking here at 64?
Oh,
Where's your mind go first?
Show me the edges. I want to see the edges. Oh,
Still
Derek,
stinks.
Derek, nah, but Derek Moore is
Whoa!
Yeah, I
super
said it.
Michigan code.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, I said it.
Hey, Derek Moore is
I'm talking about
good.
Derek
Wait.
Moore. I'm talking about the group on the
Whoa.
screen. It's all of them. It's not Derek Moore. It's everyone.
Yeah, right. Connor trying to dodge the allegations.
Hey,
Not
hold on.
good.
Your guy Max Llewellyn's there. We said
My guy Max Llewellyn, it's pick 64.
Hey, you know, you can't have too many.
That
pass
would be
rushers.
a Snyder fastball special from 5 years ago. I don't know that we're going to do that.
All I know is no matter who we pick here, it's going to be somebody who gets 6.5 sacks a year in Seattle, but
Yep.
they're always at the exact time they need them.
Yeah, no, it's either Moore or Crawford. If you're looking at this and you're saying who is Mike McDonald
I like
coded,
both those guys.
like those guys both fit in his system for exactly that role. Rotational edge with power that are going to come through, are going to get those, sort of keep at it, clean up sacks. They're occasionally just going to long arm somebody into oblivion and push them back into the quarterback. Both of those guys can do that. So, and they need depth on the edge. The other option, well, it's funny because they paid Shaheed. If they hadn't paid Shaheed, I'd be looking at like, what do you want to do with like Ted Hurst here, or somebody to just take the top off every time? But they have Shaheed to do that. So do they need another one? Sure, wouldn't hurt. It feels like if you don't go edge here, what do you get? Like, if you don't take edge with this pick, what's happening for you at edge?
Can I bring up
Seahawks fan in the chat said Derek plus Derek, but one Derek has one R in the name, and the other Derek has two R's in the name.
one hall, one more. So yeah.
Sam Roush jumped into my head, but then I realized they drafted Elijah Royal last year. So
They wouldn't do that.
They actually, McDonald interestingly mentioned him at the owners' meetings when coaches were doing their press conferences, and somebody from the Seattle press corps asked him specifically, who are guys that you think are going to take a jump this year? And Arroyo was either the first or second guy he listed. He was like, we fully expect him to be integrated and be a key piece of what we're doing. Like, we're ready for him to be ready.
I do think they also could use a true outside corner if you would consider one here at 64, right? Because they have Josh Jobe, but Eman Wari is obviously like a nickel safety hybrid.
Yeah.
Devon Witherspoon's sort of an inside-out hybrid type of a player, like Dezigmanosin or Julian Neal or Devin Moore or Ephesians Prysock, who I'm a big fan of from Washington. Does any of those guys make sense for them at this point?
I mean, Igbinosun can play the role they need. I like Abney's skills as well, but they have more guys like Abney already on the roster, whereas Igbinosun, you can stick at the outside and basically use him as the heavy in their corner rotation. So I could see it. It's on value. I just, again, this is the sort of, would you rather have this combo and this combo, corner here and edge later, or edge now and
I'd rather have an edge rusher now and hit corner later, to be honest. Connor, do you agree?
It feels like
I think
that
so.
drop off is
Yeah.
going to be pretty severe. And again, Seattle doesn't have a ton of picks in this draft, so they've got to sort of hit their spots.
Plus, next year they're losing Uchenna and Derek Hall to free agency. So
I'd pick Derek Moore here. I think he's the better pick.
I would go with that as well.
All right, let's do Derek Moore. That rounds out the second round. EJ, Brett, thank you guys so much.
you,
We
boys.
appreciate you joining.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Nice little preview for the last Blue Chip Committee episode that we're recording tomorrow, which very excited for. Make sure you guys follow all Brett and EJ's great work that they do on their own channels, but of course the Bootleg channel as well. Those guys are doing a lot of the same stuff that we're doing, covering the Draft 365. So, Brett, I do want to let you know that our Discord has already made a GIF of you falling out of the chair. So that will probably be sent to you on social media in some form or fashion. But fellas, we appreciate you guys.
Guards are people too. I'll just say that.
There
Thank
we
you,
go.
boys.
There we go.
Thanks, dudes.